Hi, we're the Davis family. We started house sitting back in 2014 when we did a big lap road trip around Australia. This is my husband John and I. We've been married for 25 years. This is our eldest daughter Tia, who really loves animals and likes to help wherever she goes. This is our youngest daughter Lara, who's now 14. She absolutely adores animals, and it seems that they absolutely adore her too. Our girls have grown up with lots of different animals on our small farm on the New South Wales Central Coast. John and I built a home 20 years ago, and we've raised our girls to always be gentle, kind and caring with animals. On our big lap trip, we had the pleasure of seeing so many different animals in the wild. We swam with whale sharks, we found seals on beaches, we saw wild dolphins, emus, crocodiles, echidnas. It really was an extraordinary adventure. This is our home on the Central Coast of New South Wales. We live on a small 27-acre farm, which we like to keep neat and tidy, and we've really enjoyed raising our girls here. These are our beautiful dogs, Patch the cattle dog and Milo the Labrador. Patch is John's dog and he tends to go to work with John most days, and Milo hangs out with me at home while I work from my home office. We also have a small herd of Belty Galloway cattle and half a dozen chooks. This was our first house sitting assignment, which was over in Western Australia just south of Perth. We looked after this beautiful house on 5 acres and these 2 gorgeous dogs for 2 weeks. It really was a wonderful way for our kids to look after somebody else's dog in their home, and was a wonderful introduction to house sitting for our family. Our second house sitting assignment was in Perth. We looked after this lovely house and 2 dogs for 3 weeks while the owners went overseas. This is Paddy and this is Panda. Unfortunately, Panda couldn't walk very far, but she didn't want to miss out on being out and about, so we always used to push her in a stroller, which she really loved. Our next house sitting assignment was in Cairns. For a week we looked after 3 dogs and a parrot and had a great time. The dogs were very active during the day and we'd take them for walks, but then of a night time they just liked to snuggle and cuddle on the lounge while we watched TV. Our next house sitting assignment was on 7 acres in the Southern Highlands of New South Wales. We looked after these 3 gorgeous dogs and 2 horses for a week. It was a beautiful area to explore and we had lots of fun. A couple of things went wrong at the house, but we just took it in our stride, kept Linda informed and did the very best that we could to take care of things while she was away. Our next house sit was actually in Bamaga, which is at Cape York, the very most northern tip of Queensland. It was a great house sit, and this is Dono. We looked after him for 2 weeks and used to take him out on our adventures with us. He loved to be very active, chase sticks, swim, and it was a great time had by all. The neighbours were also away, so we looked after their dogs, who also used to love lots of cuddles. Our latest house sitting assignment was at Narrabeen on the Northern Beaches. We looked after a beautiful chocolate lab called Davy, who absolutely loved going for a walk each day, loved fetching sticks and playing ball. He was such good company, and this really was a delightful house sit. The next house sit that we did was in Bowral in the Southern Highlands, looking after gorgeous Revy. I'm sure that he was part human. He had the most sweet nature and followed me everywhere. Mum joined us on this house sit with Michael and Helen's permission. Then we were off to Noosa to look after adorable Mia and Holly, who were sisters. They were cute pups who were so full of energy and very excitable. They just loved to go out in the car with us on adventures, or they also loved walking along the main beach boardwalk with Lara. We looked after this luxury beachside home on the Central Coast. This is Shy Scarlet, Quiet Buffy, and Boisterous Riley. Buffy needed medication morning and night and couldn't really walk far due to her age, whereas Riley loved going for long walks and digging at the beach. In the Hunter Valley we cared for little Angel and super friendly chickens Feather, Pecky and Bob. John and Angel were quite smitten with each other, as you can see here, and she just loved sitting on our laps at every opportunity. We cared for this acreage while the owners went on a cruise, and yeah, we just had such a lovely time with little Angel and the chickens. On our first international sit, we landed in Queenstown to look after sweet Kaylee for a month. She was just a delight to care for and had the most gentle nature. We took her out walking every day and she loved swimming in the lake despite the cold temperatures. She also liked to half-heartedly chase sticks, which was always very funny. This really was a bucket list house sit for us, and we fell in love with Kaylee and we fell in love with beautiful Queenstown. It was actually very hard to say goodbye after spending a month with her, caring for her, spending the most part of every day with her. It was a wonderful experience, but very hard to say goodbye. We really do feel privileged when homeowners trust us with their beloved pets and also their lovely homes. If you feel that we may be a good fit for you, please reach out by phone or email.